Now for a movie rant break, One Up presents a movie rant break. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the movie rant break, the dopest podcast of all time, as everybody already knows. Episode 155. Got two guests today talking about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I got John Smith in the building.
What's up, motherfucker? You already know what the fuck going on. I'm just kidding.
And the Iceman in the house.
What's happening?
And we're some fucking men in this bitch.
Dude,
are we?
We're grown men.
This is some manly shit.
I'm a grown man. I'm 30.
There's so much testosterone in this circle.
Steroids. Two of you are on steroids.
Listen,
I just do tequila. I just do drugs.
Yeah, what are you talking about, dude?
Look at these guys. You guys are fucking.
Dude, I haven't done steroids since college.
Here's the thing: somebody gets in shape, and oh my god, he's on steroids.
That's what everybody says.
Unbelievable, dude.
That's what people say. They're like, oh, he's on steroids. He's bulking up.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
It's like looking at a skinny person, automatically assuming they're anorexic.
Yeah,
it's facts.
Stop profiling me, okay?
It's just science. I don't
or
know
an obese person and looking at them and be like, dude, you eat McDonald's every. They probably do, honestly.
They do.
McDonald's is so good, though. I don't give a fuck.
You were talking about
I'll crush the McDonald's right now, for real.
the hangover breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Their breakfast is their best thing. That's real.
Yeah, I think that's a fair take, to be honest.
I only eat their vegan salads.
Yeah, that's retarded. Okay, so
It's a mental disease.
what?
Veganism.
Vegan.
Listen, we can do the whole podcast on Jack's veganism and how it's a mental disease.
I eat fish, okay?
Where is TJ?
So what is that? What's it called? When you just eat
like
fish?
pescatarians eat fish and dairy. I don't eat dairy, so I'm plant based, but I eat fish. And
No one cares. Okay, so
You literally just asked him.
I know, but then I lost interest, and I was like, just move it. Like, can we talk about something more interesting?
I don't think
get the fuck out of my house.
I don't think this movie's more interesting than him talking about his diet. To be honest with
Okay, don't be a hater. Okay, so listen up. Okay, thanks for listening up. So Sam Raimi directed this motherfucker, written by Michael Waldron, produced by Kevin Feige, as always. Is there any other main producer in Marvel? Isn't there some woman that also produces a lot with him?
There is a woman that does do a lot with Marvel, and I don't remember what her name
I think
is.
there's some.
You guys
chick-
think about the Star Wars lady?
No.
I don't
What's her
think so.
fucking name?
We don't even
She's
talk
an
about
idiot.
her. She's a total fucking meatball. Film starring Benedict Cumberbatch, Elizabeth Olsen, Chiwetel Ejiofor, count it, Benedict Wong, Exuti Gomez. It's Chinese, I think. It's got an X and then an O and then a C. How do you say that?
Spanish.
Again,
How do you say that? Gomez is Spanish.
You want to know what you could have just started with?
Xochiti.
I don't know how to
How do
pronounce
you-
it. I would have went with Ms. Gomez, to be honest.
Good one. Miss
Thank you.
Gomez, Michael Stolberg, Rachel McAdams.
16, but
No, Ms. is the MS, so it's like it's not really like you know what I mean. It's not like Mrs.
Rachel
you know.
McAdams. Yes.
Sorry.
Music by Danny Elfman, who also he's done so much work. I don't know if you guys remember Danny Elfman, but
Yeah,
he's
Spider-Man,
great.
dude. Come on.
He did
The OG
Alice.
Spider-Man.
He did
Yeah.
Alice. He's done a ton of shit. This came out back in May 6th. Got a runtime of 126 minutes. Budget 200 million. Box office 954 million.
How the fuck did that make that much money?
I don't. I'm glad it didn't hit $1 billion though. Like this, when I saw the number, I was like, I'm glad it didn't.
God.
Dude, it's fucking 16th, depending on like where you look, but 16th overall highest grossing superhero film. Yeah.
I mean, all right. That makes sense. After like,
I mean, this was better than Black Panther, in my opinion. And Black Panther made this 6th most. You like Black Panther better?
significantly better.
I wouldn't say significantly, but it's better.
I just think that's how bad this movie is. I think it's
Okay,
significantly better. We'll get into it, though.
okay.
I don't hate this movie as much as you do, so it's okay.
Yeah, I don't hate this movie.
awful.
I think I wanted to like it more, and there was parts where I was like, "Oh, this is fire," but then it turned into like there was so many cringy moments that
So much cringe,
that like
dude.
just kind of ruined it.
Like-
but we'll get to it. Sorry, I didn't mean to like lean into that, but that's
okay.
my take on it. It's just
You hit
the
a
cringe
heartstring.
Yeah.
heartstring.
Or a music note.
That part was fire, to be honest with you. So food for
Sorry.
you need to slow your roll, sir. IMDb gave it a 7 out of 10. and Rotten Tomatoes critics gave it a 74% approval. I didn't look to see which I thought was a little generous, but they always dick ride Disney films and Marvel on those sites. Oh yeah, because they pay up.
I mean, I think if it would have been like down in the low 60s, I would like. You know,
I think Metacritic it was like 64.
Yeah, I think that's more fair, to be honest.
Brief breakdown. We got America shows up and ruins the universe. Type shit. No, I'm just kidding. No,
that's kind of like a.
Listen, I don't.
There's a witch trying to get her kids from the multiverse.
From America. She's trying. This woman.
First off, this woman from a Eastern European country come to America to try to steal her kids from a different universe. That's illegal.
Beautiful. I like this. There's a lot of double entendres going on.
There's like it's a quad entendre. It's OD.
Gonna go full Alex Jones here.
Did you notice in any of our brief breakdowns we didn't even mention the name of the main character whose name is on the movie?
Correct.
Yeah,
weird.
That's fine. Spoiler alert! But getting into it, like we just talked about a second ago, the overall take for me was the fact that there was a lot of sick things in this film, and there was a lot of cringy. And it made it like I was like, oh, I think I like the film, and then it was I could never own this film because that's kind of how I base like a really solid film is if I would want it in the collection. And as you can see, the collection is like pretty scarce. Like I don't like. I'm
Vanna White.
Thank you, Vanna White. He's displaying the collection. It's like, and I would say like 10% of it is like fucking Harry Potter. You know what I mean? Like it's there's not a big collection. But anyways. I had to whittle that shit down. So it takes a lot to get on this shelf. But yeah, so I was weighing that throughout the film and the amount of cringe. What the fuck you laughing at? Go ahead.
The first one I locate is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That shit takes a lot to get on this shelf. I look over. Happy Gilmore is the first one there, which I love Happy Gilmore. Don't get me wrong. Happy Gilmore is so fucking funny. But like the first movie I see Happy Gilmore just like gave me like a little chuckle.
What, you don't think it's worthy?
No, I do.
Absolutely. So is Rudolph, but it's just funny as fuck. It's you're like, it takes a lot to get on this.
It does.
It makes it sound like you're like this.
Rudolph
like,
is one of the most iconic films of all time.
I know. It just makes it sound like you're this like the epic critic that like only like if IMDb 10 out of 10s. That's the only thing that lands on my shelf. It's like,
and then we get
Rudolph
and then
fucking Happy Meal.
And then we got Grandma's Boy and Get Rich or Die Trying.
I see. That's what I'm talking about.
The Get Rich or Die Trying was like a rando purchase that just stayed there.
But it's fantastic.
It's a great movie.
It's flawless. Flawless victory.
Relax.
Flawless
He needs to relax.
Flawless victory.
Yeah.
That actually was pretty good. Flawless victory. Yeah,
that was failed.
Yeah, failed.
Take a whole step back.
Mortal Kombat is on there.
Fuck your own pace.
Round 1. Fight.
Dude, Mortal Kombat's up in there. I got all the Mortal Kombat's. Even the YouTube shit. Anyways, motherfuckers. So
okay,
that was my overall take of it. I wanted to like it. The cringe made it challenging to like it.
So I have a weird like kind of perspective on this, and this is why I'm surprised with you, right? Especially you, because as we know, you dislike this movie thoroughly. To say it gently. I don't like Sam Raimi. Like I haven't liked Sam Raimi ever. Like I've watched like I never watched his like little like cult classics, but like Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. He has like the Evil Dead, I think it's called.
Yeah, Evil Dead.
Yeah, like it's like a cult classic, crazy. And the dude who punches himself in the faces, and like in all of his movies, his cars, and all of his.
Shout
movies.
out Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell, yeah. Like yada yada yada. But like I've never like the Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. I disliked thoroughly, and the reason I disliked it, and what I located by watching this movie is the reason I liked 1, 2, and 3, even when I was a kid, is how corny Sam Raimi makes scenes in his movies, and he owns it. He's just like he's okay with like making something corny and not like addressing it. Whereas like what Marvel's known for so well is like if in a normal Marvel movie you wouldn't have Wong just like throwing around one-liners trying to be funny all movie. Instead, when you have a zombie talking to America at the end, she would have said something funny like, "You know, you look crazy right now as a zombie," or something like that, or like I said to you before, the Illuminati part, like the funny like MCU would have been like, the Illuminati, and he would have been like, "What do you?" He's like, starts laughing like, "The Illuminati? Like, are you serious? Like the cult? Like Jay-Z? Like The Rock? Like, you know what I'm saying? Some funny shit like that." But instead he says, "The Illuma-whatty?" Like, you got to be fucking kidding me! Like, what? Like the humor doesn't land when it should, and the corniness is on full board. You're watching a zombie talk to this girl, and you're like cringing, or like when you see the souls of the damned, like, and Wanda's like,
I didn't mind that part.
it's just cheesy. Like, it's just the cheesiness just pours off of everything in this movie. Fighting with fucking fighting with fucking music notes and shit.
That shit was fire. I fucked with that.
Cheesy,
So fucking
cheesy. I can't do it. Cringe. I just cringe.
I had the complete
on top
opposite.
of cringe.
There's one redeeming quality in this movie, and it is Wanda. Honestly,
She
And I
crushed
disagree
it.
with you. I disagree with you thoroughly. I think it's a character assassination on Wanda. I think it is. I think they assassinated her character. Everything she built, everything they made of her. First of all, they built this whole story plot of Wanda off of WandaVision, right? Assuming that fans went and watched WandaVision. Like, do you know how much homework you had to do if you're just a normal fan in order to even understand why she's fucking here? Like, you had to go watch a whole fucking 7 episode series.
I don't think that's necessarily fair because I think the people that are going to see this movie.
That's not true. It made $9 million. $900 million. I guarantee you that's not how many streams. Like, the equivalent of cost of movie tickets was the amount of streams WandaVision
You're just
got.
sitting there like reading like quickie notes or whatever notes on it. Like, people went into this mildly informed. I'm sure the majority of people.
It's actually a common theme right now on the internet, and this is why I'm saying it, is because a lot of people didn't. I'm a huge fan, so I go and watch all the Marvel stuff, right? But like a lot of people were like blindsided watching this movie. Like, what the? Why is Wanda doing this? Kids? She has kids. What the fuck is going on?
I think that, like, to me, I disagree. I don't care what the internet's saying. I think it created more depth to Wanda's character because, like, they'd be like, "Wait, she's doing what now? She's a villain?" And I think that's cool because there's other.
It just happened too fast.
What do you mean?
I don't think so.
It's
Last year the show came out.
I know, but like,
and this was a build up from that, and it was happening during the Avenger movies that it was leading. Like, she was unstable, she was fucking up, she's doing all this traumatic shit. Then she has like personal trauma with like in Avengers where she's to kill
watched
her
Thanos
lover.
take a stone out of her fucking like husband's head. Easy.
I
Easily.
I understand that, but like going from that to murdering innocent people, like just to get her kids back. And first of all, her, like, they try to fix this whole movie problem in one quote, in one sentence, when Wong is like, well, you could just like control America Chavez to get what you want, right? Like, you don't need to like kill her and take her power. She's like, well, the cure to every illness is in the multiverse.
I thought that was a good...
It's fucking retarded. No,
I thought that was...
just lock her in a fucking basement and just control her wherever you want. Just go get her real quick. Like, it's not a big deal. You don't have to fucking go try to kill the girl. Like, what? Like, it's none of it makes sense. I
thought the complete opposite. I thought they covered their tracks in that sense.
No, I thought
because they were like,
no,
I think it's the complete opposite because they could have not explained why she wouldn't just take over and say fuck you. It's like, no, I need her because of the possibility of something I can't predict or see in the future. It was her.
This is what the writer does. He gets to this point in the movie and he says, oh shit, I just realized that she could just control her. Well, I mean, how do I fix that? I'll just put in the line that says that she wouldn't do that because the cure is in the multiverse.
Like I said, the only redeeming quality in this movie is Wanda. Like, her acting, she did a good job.
She's great.
I like the way that she, like, the one thing I think Sam Raimi did do well was like the horror with her.
Dude, crushed it.
She was completely dominant, and that's what Scarlet Witch is in the comics. Is just like a completely like dominant. Like, you're not even fucking close to how powerful I am.
Cool. All right. So you say you're not even close to how powerful she is, right? But let me ask you a question. Anytime she fought Doctor Strange, did you see Doctor Strange pulling out any of the stops he did when he fought Thanos? No. The dude's doing one little bolt and then getting killed. Or he's up against Wanda one-on-one and he pulls out some fucking like snakes. Like, my man duplicated himself times 1,000 against Thanos.
That shit was fire.
He was fucking whipping him with fucking... Oh, my bad.
Yo, chill.
My bad.
Yeah, for real.
Whipping him with fucking hella whips, from 50 of himself. Like, why you nerf his powers this movie?
And here's my thing too, though, and this is why I hate the movie so much. I thought Doctor Strange deserved more than a bridge movie, and this was a bridge movie. And that's like what I think
he deserves more than all of it.
At the end of the day, really bothers me is it was a bridge movie, and honestly, I think they cheaped out when it came to the Illuminati because you could have had so many more cool fucking characters in there. John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic is the only one I like.
Yeah, I like Professor X. It's cool.
Professor X was dope.
That's a little like nugget for like X-Men fan, which is great. Fine, great.
Everything else is just garbage, hot garbage.
Black Bolt, I don't give a shit. Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel, I don't give a fuck. And then we have who's the other one I'm missing? Peggy Carter.
Already saw it in What If.
Already saw it in What If.
The black.
Awesome. You want to know?
What was the black
Black Bolt.
Black Bolt.
Yeah.
Blackagar bolted him.
Sure.
Or whatever.
And then
He's from the Inhumans show, which they pulled the same actor from the Inhuman show, which the Inhuman show was the worst show I've ever seen in my life.
But really quick.
It did.
Yeah, you have the Ultron bots. Ultron worked. Where's Superior Iron Man?
Where's Tom Cruise? Where
is he?
Yeah. Should have been there.
Tom Cruise's
there was
thing
an empty seat.
Tom Cruise's thing was I would play Iron Man if I could show my face. This was your opportunity. Dude, Tom Cruise does fucking Tropic Thunder for free. I'm sure you could have got him to film for fucking 3 days. It's not hard.
Yeah, you can get him for $1 million.
And it's like that opportunity was just right there. And then
I didn't
even
want Tom Cruise to be in this film. You did?
as Superior, I wanted Superior Iron Man to be in
the
this
same
film, yes.
to the same extent that Monica Rambeau was in this film.
Correct. Yeah.
Like I would like a superior Iron Man and Tom Cruise more than Monica Rambeau.
Yeah. They could have done like a many different,
of course,
thing. I thought the Professor X and
but the reason he says this is because the Ultron bots were there and Iron Man was in the Illuminati. Like
Correct.
that was like his
no,
thing.
I follow.
So
I'm just saying that like
it's just a missed opportunity, and it's like, why the fuck would you not put him in there and put fucking Peggy Carter and Monica Rambeau?
Wasn't that like a tip of the cap to that fucking cartoon they did?
That's what I'm saying. We already saw it.
We already saw it.
Like I didn't even watch it, but I was like, I think that's what they're trying to play. Like I don't give a fuck about this.
Yeah, but like I don't give a fuck.
There's so many things wrong with this movie. Like
no, for sure.
I can't even like. It's so hard to get started on how many things are.
I
wrong
said the
with
one
this
good
movie.
thing, and then we can just go on the list of bad things now.
Yeah, like the only thing I personally like about the movie, right? The only thing is that like it doesn't completely suck. Like it's not fucking absolutely god fucking awful. It's not like unbearable to watch, like a Ant-Man and the Wasp or something. Like
sure.
It's not a Captain Marvel. Like
sure,
that's like the only thing that's good about this movie is that it's not dog shit.
You beat the lowest bar.
No, it's not Black Widow. It's not Black Widow.
Good job.
Yeah, exactly.
Good job, man. Thumbs up to you. Proud of you.
That's it.
I feel bad for Benedict Cumberbatch because after like the role that like in like Doctor Strange is like a whole, the role he has in Infinity War.
It was a serious role. He was funny and snarky, but
funny and snarky like a dickhead. And even the first Doctor Strange movie, which was like super fucking good,
very good.
And like
it's on the shelf.
Yeah,
this
blows this one out of the water.
This fucking bridge movie is just such fucking dog shit. It I walked out of the movie theater and I was like, I fucking wasted money seeing this movie.
Yeah,
wow.
It wasn't good.
That's rich coming.
And the crazy thing about it,
and I'm the lightest critic at like movies. I like go into a movie and I'm like, I just want my brain to shut off and be entertained. And I walked out of the movie and I was like, I was not entertained.
Yeah,
I think the execution with so many things they were trying to go for just fell so short. Because you're like, oh, is it going to be dope? And you're like, no, they fucked it up. Like for me, like even though when they go to the Illuminati, you're like, this is kind of cool, but then there's like all this other like the what's the girl's name that's like Captain Marvel or the Captain America fill-in, what's her name?
Peggy Carter.
Peggy. Although like the majority of the board of the Illuminati was like, I don't fucking care, and that could have been like a huge moment. You got Professor X coming in, and you got a new person. You got Reed Richards, which is really dope.
Yeah,
and then like a bunch of people I do not give a flying fuck about.
Can we just talk about? And I sent him a meme of this or a TikTok. It's like, can we just talk about like this is how bad the writing is of this movie? We introduce
Michael
Reed
Waldron.
We introduce Reed Richards as the smartest man in the world, and in the universe, and then he tells the Wanda what Black Bolt's superpower is. With one word, he could kill you. That's what he says. He's the smartest man in the world, and then he tells her that. So then she seals his mouth shut, and he blows his own head off.
Which was fire, by the way.
But hold up, you're the smartest man in the world, and you tell. The smartest man in the universe, and he tells the person who he knows has the power to do whatever the fuck she wants, the fucking Scarlet Witch, right? He tells her with one word he could kill you. Oh, Yeah, you're real smart, bro. Very, very smart.
Good job, Reed.
Yeah, but
so stupid.
Reed would make that mistake.
All he'd have to
Would
do
he?
the TikTok
he
guy,
did.
the TikTok guy he sent, he literally could have been like, he could have just stood in front of her and been like, Black Bolt, can you tell her why she can't be here?
Yeah, that character was whack. The coolest part was,
And then he says one word and she gets blown away to fucking hell.
Yeah.
Like what?
GG's in the chat.
GG's in the chat. Game over.
Yeah.
Finish the movie. Like what the fuck is this shit, dude? It's like, and like, dude, I'm sorry, bro. Like Wanda. First of all, Wanda's powers weren't even that impressive in this movie. Like she wasn't. Like it was literally just let's nerf the shit out of Doctor Strange and then make Wanda do exactly what she always does.
I think her acting was really good though.
Yeah, or fantastic. No, I don't take anything away from her acting.
No, you're wrong. Like her powers were gangster as fuck. She literally had Professor X in her head, and then she broke his neck. Like Professor X is the strongest. That shit was
pretty fire.
He's the strongest mind in like the universe, and she had him in her mind, and she murked him. Like that was
apparently
fire.
Yeah. In this universe, Reed Richards is the smartest man in the universe.
He
too.
slipped
like,
up.
Clearly, this universe is not good. They're not good at anything. Because the strongest brain in the universe lets Wanda just walk in and break his head while he's trying to help Wanda out of the fucking rubble. Like, come on, bro. Like,
I thought it was cool.
Reed Richards says, "This man's superpower is to talk to you and kill you. You should stop him now. I'm the smartest man in the universe."
He maybe underestimated her power. I think you're being too critical.
You underestimate my power. I have the high ground. Don't try it.
Don't try it again.
Then he gets like turned into string cheese, which was
I thought it was fire.
Yeah, it was cool.
But like, honestly, I think the most satisfying death was watching Captain Carter get split in half.
Yo, and that was like the thing is like this film easily had the most deaths out of any Marvel film. There was so much dying. I was like, this is dope.
Well, like, it's double back on my last point though, real quick.
Oh, here we go.
The strongest brain in the universe is Professor X, right? The smartest man in the universe is Reed Richards. And Monica Rambeau is the new Captain Marvel. We saw Captain Marvel blow through a fucking ship.
She put her head through Thanos' ship.
She died here from some rubble.
Yeah, that was not.
They're like nerfed. Everyone's nerfed. Wanda wasn't doing anything impressive. It's not like she split Monica Rambeau into pieces.
Shit. She had Professor X in her mind and broke his neck.
He wasn't Professor X because that wasn't Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel wouldn't die from rubble. Do you see what I'm saying?
In your opinion.
No. Reed Richards, the smartest man in the world, tells what that guy's superpowers. You can't tell me that's Monica Rambeau. I mean, that's Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Dying from rubble. I mean, like a pillar fall. She blew through a fucking ship.
She put her head through Thanos' ship. That was pretty sick.
Do you see what I'm saying? That's like if we saw Thor in that universe too, and like he gets punched in the face and dies.
You mean Lady Thor?
Jesus.
I haven't got
Don't
that
even
far.
get started.
I haven't got that far. Anyways, I like some of these things about like I thought that whole scene with them fighting was cool. They're like the statue falling on what's her face was dumb. I was like, that would not. That's Captain Marvel, but I thought the fight scene was cool. The fact that Peggy got split in half.
That shit was fire.
I was like, that was dope.
She's just like staring at Wanda. It's like
she just split me in half. Fuck. And dies like. And then like what's his face? The Black Bolt. What the fuck's his name?
Black Bolt. Yeah.
He just like blows his own brain up and like you're like, oh shit.
Like JFK.
She just it's too soon. She just murks everybody.
Too soon.
Like 40 years.
40?
60.
Whatever.
It was in the 60s.
Math's not his strong suit. It's fine.
Well, it's
I did fuck with the yellow wheelchair.
November day in Dallas. Sorry.
Shut the fuck up. Like honestly though, how'd you feel with the yellow wheelchair thing though? I fucked with that.
Yeah,
the
it was
homage.
sick. Yeah,
I was like, oh, this shit's kind of tight because everything was kind of a little futuristic in this universe and things kind of fit into place more. But you did like the casting of Reed Richard. That was
absolutely.
I liked it too.
I hope he's the actual.
I don't think he's going to be.
Oh, you think?
No, I think
Tom Cruise.
I think we're gonna get into it. I think they're gonna go like. Not that it's wrong or whatever way you want to feel about it, but like they're gonna go with like multi-race Fantastic Four. I think like
I don't care about that, but why would they not keep him as Reed Richards?
I
That's
just don't
the
think they will.
stupidest move ever.
I just don't think they will.
That's so dumb. That's really dumb.
That's
a bad move.
I'll be surprised if they do keep him as Reed Richards.
That would be really a bad move.
I think this was like the tip of the cap to the fans for the fan casting, and
because that was a fan cast. There was like years of him talking about it, and
that is the most confusing thing for fans ever.
That's like Marvel's committing suicide if they don't keep Marvel. Shut up, Marvel. I'm just kidding. Marvel. That's a bad move. If you bring him in, they're like, "Oh yeah, he's here." And then he's not
here. He got turned into string cheese.
So he's just R.I.P.
Yeah, but like
he's not R.I.P.
Most of the other people look the same. I mean, obviously Monica Rambeau and whatnot.
Yeah. Most of the people look the same. Yeah, Monica Rambeau.
Yeah, but like I get what you're saying, but I'm saying Monica Rambeau was still Monica Rambeau. She just happened to be Captain Marvel. It's not like he's Reed Richards. They weren't.
All right. So we can get this argument. We're going to talk about Kang the Conqueror and He Who Remains at the end. Kang is purple. He Who Remains is an African American guy. You know what I mean? So it's like
no. I'm not talking about comics. I'm talking about Monica Rambeau wasn't Peggy Carter wasn't a man. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. But
she's Peggy Carter.
Does she identify?
Captain America. But like his name is Reed Richards. They're going to make him look different. That's not how they've established.
I think that's what's going to happen.
Well, that's
just my guess.
Really dumb. Because they haven't done that yet. They haven't established that people who have the same name can look different, other than like Sylvie and fucking Loki.
Well, I mean,
I guess Loki had a bunch of people that look different. I guess so. Yeah, they could. Fuck, whatever. Fuck me then, right?
He just talked to himself. I didn't even have to.
Yeah, you're right.
He goes, oh shit.
Yeah, Loki did it.
Yeah. So, which is fine. It's just like we'll get into it, but I just think it's Disney's agenda with everything, and
like, did America's parents have to be lesbians? Like, it's totally fine.
They are in the comics.
Oh, they are?
So they are in the comics. But here's one thing that I shout out to Nick, because he brought this up. He goes, all right, she has the transgender pin.
Oh, it was a transgender pin?
On her jacket.
You said it was like color.
Rainbows and shit.
Yeah, it's the transgender pin. Yeah. And Nick goes, so she's been to every universe and like whatever, but like that's the pin she takes like from our universe. It's just such weird placement that like it's like forced, and it's like I don't like transgender whatever.
And this was her first time in our universe.
And her first time in our universe. It's just like super.
Well, she's like, or she's pro trans, like in the different universe, like they're like trans is popular out there.
To me, it's like the whole thing is like whatever, dude. If you want to put gay people in Marvel movies, fine. I don't care. Whatever, dude. Just don't force shit.
Yeah, that's what that like seems like, because like how would she get that pin? It doesn't make sense.
I just can't.
It doesn't. She's been like, that's the thing is like, are we at the point where it's like, I'm not even gonna think going into these things. I'm just gonna be an absolute idiot.
No, there's gonna be a point in time where they cross the line, and they're close to it. And we're not gonna talk too much about Thor at all. But there's parts of that movie that made me feel like watching it with my 13-year-old made me uncomfortable, and not even the gay shit, like just regular shit that made me uncomfortable just because of the writing for a PG-13 movie. It's like it's just not.
I think
for this phase of Marvel movies, and I heard this theory.
It's adult.
I think they're giving directors too much control over the movies.
100%. You said that, and I agree. Sam Raimi was like everybody that I watched the behind the scenes for this movie. Like I watched the whole thing on Disney Plus. It's all up there, and like the first of all, the whole thing's a debacle, and I think I said this to you as well. Like I think the reason for a lot of these movies and TV shows not being great has something to do with COVID. Like the fact that all of them were filmed, I said this to you as well. The fact that they were all filmed during COVID is, I think, playing a role in the fact that they aren't as like detailed oriented and aren't as like free and aren't as able to really do exactly what they want to accomplish because they were limited. Like hopefully that changes in the next like the oncoming months. Less green screen, less random bullshit they have to kind of fill voids in to be able to put the characters places. Like they had to build that whole set, the New York set in this movie. They had to build the entire fucking thing in London because they couldn't come to Cleveland where they were going to film it because of COVID protocols. So like they built an entire New York street from scratch in a back lot in London. And like it felt that way. That's why they came out of the same alleyway every time. That's why they were walking down the same streets every time, because they had to build a fucking set in one place because they couldn't go fucking shoot where they wanted to shoot. So like shit like that makes the world feel smaller, makes the universe feel smaller, makes it not feel as grand as what we're used to with Marvel movies. Well, I mean, so like it is what it is. But at the same time, it's like you said, like everybody in that behind the scenes, we're sitting there like praising Sam Raimi like he was a god. Like, I never did Sam Raimi. Oh my god,
who's doing that?
everybody in that fucking behind the scenes.
Sam Raimi's a cornball. He ruined Spider-Man off rip.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like you can't go into a movie without an objective look. Like even Kevin Feige said in the behind the scenes, he was like, yeah, like it was really awesome just to be able to work with Sam Raimi because I was actually working on set during the Spider-Man films as like an assistant, and like being able to now be able to work with him as my director, like it's just so cool. Like,
I don't understand why they brought him on. Why did they bring him on? Because we all agree that the new shit's better. So like, why bring on the guy that like didn't do him that great the first time?
Well, because they were going to give Doctor Strange a bridge movie, and who really gives?
No, that's not what happened. They had a different director at first, and then they pulled him out of the project. For some reason, I think it was because they wanted to go in a different direction. They also had a whole different script at first. They picked some fucking young kid, the writer of this.
Michael Waldron, he's age 35.
Yeah, he's a young dude, and they were like, yeah, you get to write the movie. What he said when he wrote the movie, he was like, well, I first wrote like one draft, and like we were going to start shooting, and then COVID hit, so then I completely scrapped that one and just restarted writing it, and I think it's like 10 times better. And I'm like, if this script was 10 times better than that one, I don't even want to fucking know what that shit was. Because this shit was fucking awful. So like
bad.
Like what the fuck what did you have before then? And like just the way he was talking about it was so whimsical. He even said at one point, and I said this to you, and this is why I talked to you about that line that came in with Wanda later on. He even said at one point, he's like, yeah, at this point in the movie, I kind of got to this point in the script where I didn't really know where to go next. So I just was like, well, maybe we could do the Illuminati. That's how you wrote your fucking script? You didn't write it beginning, middle, and end, like where I want to get to, how these
people like get. So like
you're just winging it,
just throwing shit against.
Like
the wall
what the fuck is
sticks.
that?
Like it's a travesty. It's a travesty, man. But then again, here's the thing too: is like, do we just have our expectations set too high because of how the last shit for Marvel like really ended before we got these TV shows and like content like getting forced?
No, because I said this to you before. No Way Home was good.
It was good.
It was very good. It was an easy watch on rewatch. I just rewatched it. Fantastic rewatch. Was still just as invested as the first time.
Is it played off nostalgia? Like I know you didn't like the Spider-Man movies, but for like
writing
the majority
was good. Like watching it through, I mean, you got to just sit back and enjoy it and live in the moments in the movie. Yeah. This is like, all right, let's speed through the beginning. Let's make Wanda a villain as fast as possible, so that way we can get to what I want to accomplish in this movie and then get it over with. Like it's not good writing. It's not like investing. Like in No Way Home, you get to sit there and experience emotions with characters. You get to spend time with characters. You get to watch like real emotional deaths with characters. This movie's like, people are dying, people are getting shit's happening. Like at one point, like it's so bad. At one point, fucking Wanda, fucking America blows a hole into Wanda's fucking living room, and the two kids, they're standing there for like a solid beat, like maybe like 5 seconds with a fucking big star in their living room, and you shoot to the kids, and the kids are still looking at the TV, and then all of a sudden they turn their head and they go, "Oh my god, what the fuck happened? What are they blind or stupid? Which one?"
I don't think they're
probably
real.
Both. Pablo, you both. I got cherry ass.
It's just not good. But what host? We've been talking a lot.
No, that's cool. The Illuminati, like he said, it's a real thing because it was like they're just outright Illuminati. Like, what's Gucci with it? That's like an actual group.
Yes.
Is it in like an alternate? Universe, like it's in a multiverse plot.
It's not really like the thing is with like comic books, they like have different like sets and like there's a Civil War like set of comic books. There's a Secret War set of comic books. There's
We're in the Secret Wars right now.
There's an Infinity Gauntlet set. So it's all like separate universes, but it's just separate like storylines. There's not just like one main like. This is the storyline from 1960 Amazing Spider-Man 2, you know what I mean? It's just
story. It's not follow that.
So like obviously there's Ultimate Spider-Man, there's, the Miles Morales Spider-Man.
The same characters.
Which I like, and they like that that's how you get like,
that's what DC is doing right now.
Correct. That's how you get like Doc Ock as a girl, like because they rewrite it in this way, and like that's how you get, like Miles Morales and shit, which is cool. Like
I love it. Yeah, it's a cool vibe. It's just the MCU has set themselves up to be this linear timeline, which is nice. I like the linear timeline.
Yeah, it's like a linear timeline and like one set story. Like, yeah, they are setting up Secret Wars, but it's like giving us dog shit to get there, man.
I thought it was an interesting thing that he said with the implications of COVID. and what that could be having with maybe scarcity of workers or just like people being directly involved in the projects or something. Because when you said that, I was like, yeah, like the past 18 months, 2 years have been kind of stagnant and disappointing. Like I thought this movie was going to be a sure thing.
Same.
Like it had to be. No Way Home was cool, but I thought that like tiptoed around points where it was like, like it was a good movie, like definitely good, but it like was like amazing. Like I would have thought it would have been.
I mean,
especially
best movie since Endgame.
Yeah.
What, No Way Home?
Yeah.
Yeah, but after that, what has come out? That's good. Nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
Correct.
There's been plenty of movies that come out since then and TV shows. It's the best Marvel property since Endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it. There's like, but I thought this was definitely gonna be good.
And you know what's funny?
Headphones.
You know what's funny?
Down here.
You felt like this was going to be good, and in good
Is it?
Yeah.
in good reason.
You're good now.
I'm good now.
In good reason, you thought this was going to be good, and the reason why you thought this was going to be good is because two reasons. One is the trailer set this movie up to make it look like it was this crazy multi-universal traveling, crazy trippy, wild, big implications in the universe.
30 seconds of it.
Especially because at the end of No Way Home, the post-credit scene after the credits was the Multiverse of Madness trailer. And in that Multiverse of Madness trailer, it actually starts out with words that was said by Doctor Strange in No Way Home in regards to him fucking up that spell and blowing a hole into the multiverse and having people come from it. So the way they set this film up was like, oh, what Doctor Strange did in Spider-Man is causing some kind of rift in the multiverse. And maybe it's also combined with what we just saw in Loki with the multiverse threads peeling from the timeline. And all of this is happening at once. And this is the pivotal movie.
That's what I thought it was.
Right.
Like, I thought it was the movie.
And instead they said, oh, let's just disregard all the other stuff that's happening in the Marvel movie. Let's just disregard exactly what just happened in this last one. Actually, we won't disregard it. We're just going to put it in one little sentence when they're sitting in a cafe talking to America about eating pizza and getting a stomach ache. We'll just say, yeah, well, we just had a multiverse thing with Spider-Man, and like that's what happened. Oh, funny joke. Okay, on to the next thing. That's the only thing we're going to mention about it. What? It's like that's how you set this movie up. You put it at the end of the No Way Home fucking movie to just have a throwaway line in a fucking cafe.
Well, I mean, it's a bridge movie. Like
it's just ridiculous.
I mean, I got another cool thing was the whole Charlie Theron thing, the post-credit scene.
Charlie Theron?
Yeah. I think that I don't know what the name of her character is.
I was going to ask you, like, I was like, he's going to know.
I know.
I know it too, but I'm just.
In the comics, they get married. Like, they're like a couple.
You have the cast right there. She's probably listening.
No, it's not.
So they get married in the comics, and like the incursion's happening, which is Secret Wars. So like that's what that's leading to, which is cool.
Which Secret Wars is
pretty much like
you're getting variants of like characters like fighting against each other.
Pretty much like you remember in Loki when they were explaining how like there was at one time a universal war where all the universes were fighting each other.
They're on top of each other, and they're like
fighting each other.
Vaguely, yeah, I remember that.
That's like what Secret Wars actually is.
Yeah.
Why did I think it was like something with space aliens?
Because that's Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion. Yeah, that's the green Skrulls. Thank you. So really quick, like if we literally went back and watched Jonathan Irons, who I can't wait to see him as Kang. He's gonna fucking kill it.
Fantastic. Yeah.
His whole like explanation of it, like literally just explains what Secret Wars is going to be.
Right.
Like where he's like talking about like his variants and stuff, and like He Who Remains. Like that is one thing for like Marvel has done post Thanos that has been like that scene alone, and we talked about it today on the car ride home when he's sitting there in that room and it's like the end of the show and it's not big action and it's just him, Loki, and Sylvie, and he's just talking. It's captivating.
Oh, it was
agreed.
Wonderful.
That's fire.
Like,
yeah, give me more of that.
Give me more of that. Give me more depth. Give me more like.
But don't assassinate my male character to just feed into a female character. Like Loki's getting beat up by what's his name? What's the cable guy? What's the comedian?
Larry the Cable Guy.
He's getting beat up by Larry the Cable Guy in a grocery store. But Sylvie's over here like beating him up at the end of the movie. I'm like, dude, this is Loki who just like literally fucking stabbed Thor in the fucking stomach like days before this is happening. Like,
it's true.
Like, and now he's getting beat up by a fucking fat guy in a grocery store.
There's definitely Marvel's been having some inconsistency issues.
Are we getting on the Disney liberal agenda now? Because
no, and not even, dude. Like before we dive in anywhere to that, right? What I do want to mention is,
please do.
I love that scene in Loki, right?
Mm-hmm.
But right now, the biggest problem I'm having with Marvel is there's a lot of problems, but I think the biggest one is the timing of everything's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, why do you put that before all of this other stuff? We have the multiverse explode, and then there's no repercussions in any other movies. What are you going to explain that was like a future movie in the past, like it's fucking Tokyo Drift or something?
They're going to come out. Great reference.
See what I'm saying?
I understood that reference.
Yeah.
They're going to come out with like a timeline, I think. To be honest, I think, like you said though, COVID fucked up a lot of their timeline with like shit coming out.
It's just, I don't know, dude. Like, it even fucked up, like, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, for example. They changed the entire storyline of Falcon and the Winter Soldier post-shooting because the original storyline had a pandemic in it. And they shot all this footage. Did you notice there was a bunch of sick people in beds and shit in the camps and all that shit? They changed it all last minute because they were like, oh, we don't want to offend people because of the COVID pandemic. So they fucking changed the fucking actual TV show itself just because they were like, oh, we don't want this to like spark up any like people's feelings.
I mean, it's,
like this is what we're dealing with right now.
It's
fucking
the liberal
ridiculous.
media telling you how to think and feel.
Yeah. You know, at the beginning of the film, like if we like rewind all the way back to the beginning of the film, when Doctor Strange said, "Do I know you?" For whatever reason, what I thought of, I was like, that's like the most unsuperhero thing to ever say. I thought that for some reason. Is that? Like,
There's a lot of that.
Do I know you? Like, is that something a superhero says? Like, do I know you? Like, I just thought that. Like, why would a superhero say that?
But there's so much. There's so much in this movie that's like it. It literally dogs the shit out of Doctor Strange as a character.
Yes.
Like all of his dialogue.
He turns
just,
nothing into wine.
Like. Dude, he makes
Jesus. Cool. Like, what is that though? He could just turn
water.
He just like make wine.
Water into wine.
Water into wine.
There was nothing in it. He turned nothing into wine.
Water.
She was trying to get a drink. She had nothing in her cup.
I think
he just turned into wine.
Oh, I don't know.
But like that's like a.
Well, I mean, he could do that before. He put beer.
Is that sacrilegious? Because like Jesus turned water into wine, but he's doing.
There's a lot of sacrilegious. All of his movements are fucking throwing up the devil sign, like all the stuff.
This movie like, did feel a little extra.
Shit. But I mean, that's just like it's Sam Raimi with his fucking bullshit. I don't know.
Gang signs, dog.
The white flag.
You guys are shitting on like you didn't. I thought it was cool to see an arsenal of Doctor Strange's abilities in this film. Like even though like I definitely have a disclaimer with like. I feel he could be using different spells that are more effective at times. But
I think?
Yeah, that's what I said. But I did like how there was versatility with some of the shit. And like I thought the music note thing was actually
like,
really cool.
Versatility with like what?
They're just not just shooting beams and shit. Like obviously started some shit in Infinity War and whatnot, but the Hydra heads and then like the saw blade and just like there was all these different things that we haven't seen.
And he like peels apart the bus and stuff. Like and
there was some cool shit, and you had
the fucking invisible thing.
The
visible.
hands. He made some hands, and like
okay.
Granted, in some of these moments, I'm like, I feel like there's a better spell than you're using. But it was cool.
100%. I agree with you.
But it was cool, like even when he made the hands and like stabbed it in the eyeball and like pulled the eyeball out, and I was like, oh, that's kind of gnarly. And I thought the octopus looked kind of cool, and I thought the CGI in general, if I'm talking that for a second, was cool.
Yeah,
as always.
I like their little 30-second trip, which I'm sure, like, 30-second trip through, multi-universes. That was cool.
That was sick as fuck with the paint.
But like,
and so that shit was fire.
We're in the Multiverse of Madness, and we saw like
30 seconds of it.
It was like 12 to 15
within 30 seconds.
Within 30 seconds,
we really only saw 3 universes. The one that had the fucking incursion. We saw the red means go, and then our universe.
The red, is that what we're calling that? What the red means go?
Yeah.
Like
Red
the
means
opposite.
go.
I mean, to play on what you said, you're like, is this just like this is the smartest guy who's not acting smart? This is also the same universe that thinks red is go, so maybe it's the universe of opposites.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of idiots. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying like Professor X was not like that's what I'm trying to say. Exactly.
That's not, you didn't word it as eloquent. So there you go. You're
Word
welcome. What was it like? I know there was a full turnaround with the body that he buried, because when I first saw it, when he has like the bonus body that the girl's like, oh, here's your dead body.
Defender Strange.
That's the
Defender Strange. Thank you. I was like, why do you put it like in the middle? Like I would burn it if it was my body, but then obviously it goes full circle and he goes zombie, which I did like the zombie, but you
Parts
wouldn't.
There's other parts that I was just like,
Agreed. Like the fucking the cloak of what you call him,
the fucking Souls of the Damned.
which was kind of sick. Like when he makes the cloak with that and he's
But
a
like
zombie.
everything leading up to that.
Sure.
Everything leading up to that. Fucking, he's like over here like, and she's like,
What do we think about Rachel McAdams?
She
Mediocre at best.
she didn't have much to work with. She's fine.
You want to know what I really?
She had a bad line. Go back to hell.
Oh, that was the corniest shit.
Cringiest.
It's not cornier than Wong's line. Wong had the worst one-liners I've ever heard. Like one of them is like, "Fortify your minds." I was like, bro, that is ugh.
That scene though,
It's one of the worst
Wanda,
ones ever.
like goes to the dude and whispers. That was
That
That was cool.
She's cool.
But see, that's you
That's
know
what we're
where he
talking
ripped
about.
that from? He ripped that right from fucking Age of Ultron.
Yeah,
She did the exact same thing. She was
But like
doing
that-
the little whispers.
that I like seeing callbacks to powers that she has.
100%, right?
Yeah,
Like
facts.
we haven't seen it since, but like nonetheless, like fucking this whole the whole Souls of the Damned coming out of his thing and her like wrestling it in that camera angle, it's just all cringy, dude.
Well, it's just like
It's so cringy.
It's like cringy old.
It's
Evil
Sam.
Dead
It's
horror
Sam
movie.
Raimi
Yeah.
like bullshit, and like I'm like, dude, who likes this? Because it's just cringe. And then on top of that, like
74% on Rotten Tomatoes likes this.
dude. But hold on.
Dude,
On top of that,
IMDb is 70.
He's like, she touches his head. She's like, oh my god, and he's like, and then she's like, you're a master of the mystic arts. Use them, and he goes, that's a good idea. Let me do that. What? What the fuck is that? And not to mention, then we get the same thing like 3 minutes later when he goes up to America. You can use these powers. You've been doing it the whole time.
Just believe.
Just
You've brought us
believe.
to every universe we need to go to.
Is that how that turned out?
Dude, fucking bullshit, man. Like that. What lazy
bullshit, man?
What lazy fucking writing?
Yo,
Jack
John
is-
Smith is tight right
Like
now.
lazy
he's
fucking
so
writing.
gassed.
What kind of lazy fucking
My
writing
man
is
just
that?
got headshot at like 150 meters
And-
crossing Caldera, just going bullshit, man. I was behind the rock.
Yo, but
Don't you dare bring this shit
Yo,
in
but
here.
hear me out though, for real, for real.
You have your own streaming platform to talk about this shit. You leave it over there. Yeah.
Yo, but no, for real. Like, like, what lazy writing do you have to have?
Michael Waldron's trash.
Then
That's right.
after he says that, she just knows how to use her powers perfect.
Dude, I had
Flawlessly.
the same
I'm sending
feeling.
that-
Same feeling.
Not to mention, we watch Wanda start pulling her powers from her like a whole like 6-7 minutes of runtime
gonna take-
before fucking Zombie Strange gets
It's
there.
going to take
No,
Wanda
she
that
was
long.
pulling her shit for like hours in the timeline.
That's
of the
what I'm
movie.
saying, like-
no, totally. The ending was
when also Doctor Strange Defender Strange earlier in the movies
Defender Strange.
holding back that thing and pulling it from her, and she's acting like I'm gonna die in like 5 minutes, like 5 seconds.
yeah.
Like what the fuck is that? Wanda's the Scarlet Witch. She's the most powerful. She knows how to get out of the mirror realm. Which don't even get me fucking started with the fucking mirror dimension.
I want you to.
Dude, the mirror dimension looked nothing like the mirror dimension ever has.
I thought
right?
it did.
No, it
I
didn't.
thought
It never has
okay.
been this
Okay.
entrapped mirror.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. It has.
with spikes. Just one little.
that was an addition, but
Dude,
like
the
it's
mirror
still-
dimension in fucking No Way Home was the whole world.
Yeah, but there's different versions of the mirror dimension.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is like it started looking like it right from the beginning where it switches, but then all of a sudden you just put her in a mirror box. Like, and then she can just reach through it. Like Doctor Strange couldn't even get fucking out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh well, she has the dark hole, so she just has the book on her. No, she doesn't have the fucking book
She got
on
the
her,
strap on her, dog.
right?
got
Oh,
the
not to
strap.
mention. Okay, hold on,
She's-
I'm
she's
ranting.
coming off, like,
this is the movie rant break. I'm ranting. So
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
she's coming off like 8 murders though. Like, you know what type of like
She got 8
more than
bodies.
that,
She
more
got
than
the
that.
strap.
Like she's so
got the
killing.
strap.
She's killing it.
more
Like,
than
killer.
that, more than that. But
she
anyway,
body bagged
yo,
everybody.
and not only that, but these fucking creatures are waiting for her for thousands of years, right?
That's her throne.
Yeah,
boy.
cool. It's her throne, right? They're waiting
He's
for.
dismissing like everything that.
No, hold on. They're waiting for her for thousands of years, right?
That's my queen.
Yo, they die faster than like they die faster than a fucking mosquito's life. I mean, like the motherfuckers like literally just walk out and just get stabbed in the head and all of it get thrown off the fuck. What are they doing? What are they in the fucking movie for?
Listen,
why you put them there?
Here's the thing: is those guys just didn't have that dog in them. You know what I mean?
I guess not. They waited long enough.
Like they just, they didn't have
All that time, and that's
They didn't
that's
have that
the
dog
effort
in
you
them.
give. That's the effort you give after
didn't
all
have
that
that dog
time.
in 'em.
They
That's just
didn't have
what
the
it
dog in 'em.
Yo.
You guys haven't like heard that like term when it comes to, like sports players just being like, he's got that dog in him. It's just like,
Of course.
and then like that boy nice.
Yeah.
Like you can't like quantify it, but you're just like that boy nice.
I don't know, bro.
Are you okay?
It's a fucking hot mess.
You're a hot mess right now. Are you all right?
Like,
you
like-
you have PTSD with this shit?
You
Like,
know what's
you all
fucking
right?
crazy? I was watching, like, I just happened to be like on YouTube. This is weird. I don't usually go on YouTube.
MG John,
I'm letting I live on that bitch.
He's this weird. I never go YouTube. This
Well,
motherfucker's like lives on YouTube.
Anyway, I was on YouTube and all of a sudden I saw this live video and this guy was ranking Phase 4 Marvel movies. And I was like, okay, let me tap in. Like, right?
Uh-oh.
He's over here. He's got No Way Home.
He's over here.
He's got no Way Home up top. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, he's got some shows in there. I don't agree with him entirely, right? He's got like WandaVision on like A, and like
A?
S was like the best. A.
Yeah, S tier. Yeah,
And I was like, okay,
This
like
guy S tier. This guy's advanced.
S is top, A, B, C.
Oh,
D.
he's
right?
advanced.
He dropped
Okay.
Moon Knight too low. I like Moon Knight. I really do. Like, you're not a huge fan, but I like.
I just
Moon
like
Knight.
It was
not enough
stale.
repercussions.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was one of the best Marvel Phase 4 properties.
I like
personally.
Oscar Isaac. I thought he was phenomenal.
phenomenal.
Only as Steven. Only as Steven.
No, he was good as Martin. I just wanted more repercussions. Well, I do want to talk about that because we had this conversation this morning. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but just remind me that I want to have the conversation to ask him what do you think, since in this Phase 4 is
He hasn't finished Moon Knight, by the way.
is above par.
Oh yeah. We'll have that same conversation.
I don't know
I
where
was
the-
bridging to that, by
Yeah,
the way.
okay.
But anyway, he no, you're good. He fucking. So I'm watching him and I'm like kind of agreeing. There's some things I disagree with, so I subscribe. Right, I press the subscribe button, and then all of a sudden he goes, "You guys are all gonna be mad at me." Da 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 da. He drops Thor: Love and Thunder super low. I'm like, oh no, I agree with you. Like, I don't think the movie's good. Then he's like, "You guys are all gonna be mad at me again," right? And he fucking puts Multiverse of Madness at S tier, right next to No Way Home. And I was like, unsubscribe. What a fucking idiot.
Yo,
I was like, you're an idiot, dude. And he's over here like, this movie was great. I loved it. It was so good. Bro, I've watched this movie 3 times. The first time I was like, meh. The second time I was like, ugh. This time I was like, I can't fucking watch this anymore. Like, get me out of this fucking chair. Like, this movie fucking blows. Movies that get worse on rewatches.
Your chair's not uncomfortable. It's really comfortable. So it's
Yeah.
on the movie, not the chair. I just
Yeah,
want you to know that.
100%. Movies that get worse. Movies that get worse on rewatches though are historically like terrible fucking movies.
That would make sense.
You want to know?
Right?
You want to know
That
what
makes
movies
sense.
probably?
I'm done.
Thank God he's done it. Thank
You wanna
God.
know-
Thank God
you
he's
wanna know
done.
what movies
Fuck,
probably-
I've been waiting for that.
You want to know?
You're back in the game, motherfucker. You're out here. Yo, that's hilarious.
You want to know what movie's probably really good on rewatch? Top Gun.
Oh my God. We're not getting into that
You
right
wanna know
now.
what-
The fact that you haven't seen it.
Relax.
You know what that involves,
Oh
though?
my God.
Tom Cruise, who should have been superior Iron Man in this movie. See, I can
fucking
run it
facts.
all back together.
So go back to your question.
So yes, my question.
motherfucker.
We're bridging just like this Doctor Strange movie was a fucking bridge.
Like,
Anyways.
so let me ask
Mr.
you.
Walk down me on the
I'm
walkway.
asking him. I'm asking him. I'm not asking you. Based off what he said, what this movie should be, it would be like the implications of No Way Home
Yes.
and Loki.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be. It would be like the trilogy of the implications leading into this like news
Wars.
arc.
Yes.
Secret Wars.
Correct.
But it was just like,
But like
nothing.
We didn't get
It's
that
like-
until the end with Ms.
Yeah, I hate how that's what Marvel's famous for. Like, I think Ant-Man and the Wasp does it, and a couple others, where like the movie has no purpose except the 1 minute bonus scene at the end, and that's it. You're like, why the fuck did I just watch this movie that was like wildly mediocre?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Like that's where we're at.
Agreed. Yeah.
So
I
his
was.
question-
Oh no, go ahead. You have it. Take the floor.
My question. It's me. It's me. So I was asking him what has come out since Endgame from Marvel that has been above par for Marvel.
Nothing. I think that like No Way Home was like on par.
Okay, so that
was it,
That's
though.
one. So let's
That's
do
it.
let's
There's
do
no-
let's do TV shows. There's no
Nothing.
TV shows that you think.
WandaVision and Phase 4.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's been the best thing.
Everything's
they put out.
Phase 4 since Far From Home.
Yeah.
Far From Home?
Yeah, the Mysterio Spider-Man movie. I thought
WandaVision's been the best thing they put out since.
I thought like that Mysterio movie. I liked Mysterio, so
I liked it too.
I thought that was par. I thought Far From Home was above par. So you have
just WandaVision is the only thing above par.
Okay,
I thought that was one of the most creative, interesting things I've seen Marvel do.
Okay,
like it was outside the box.
So
like
you have one thing. Out of how many things have they dropped in this phase?
The Spider-Man films were like acceptable. Like I enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Outside of those 3 projects, absolutely nothing. And like I'm really disappointed about this film. It's like about. I mean, it's like really sad because I love Doctor Strange. I love trippy. I thought the movie was trippy, but like
not in a good way.
There was moments. There was
horror.
There was so many.
I like the horror aspect a lot, and I thought they did a good job at making her feel like freaky and like horror-esque at times. Like it wasn't terrible. And
she was fine. I'm just saying the overall concept of things wasn't like she was fine. It's just like every time you got past one part of her being like, oh, that was kind of scary. You also had to couple it with, oh, why did Doctor Strange stand there and wait for her to come? Like, oh, just for the jump scare and the slow motion water dripping. Like, cool, dude. That's why he's there. Oh no, it's because he had a plan to drop water on her. Or he could have just kept running so she didn't catch up before he got there. I don't know.
Yeah, that whole sequence is weird. But I thought it was cool with some of the Scarlet Witch's moments, like when she was doing the horror shit, like when she takes over her other body in different universe and
dreamwalks.
She dreamwalks, and she puts like the ocean in the teacup, and she's like her body and face moves in the picture, and like the house tilts, like all that was dope. And then she's like in the window. I thought that was all really cool, and that's like the whole film. It had moments where I was like, oh, this is sick, like this is upper echelon shit. But then like I would say like half the movie was fire as fuck, and the other half was absolute trash, and that's a bummer because
I would say 10% was okay and 90% was shit. So
yeah, that's how I feel about you.
Wow.
Sorry, that was rude. I'm just kidding. I thought there was a funny comment.
There was a Gatorade bottle. Get back in the game.
Get back in the game. Yo, I thought it would have been a good point to like kill off Wong's character. That would have made me feel happy. Like when he gets thrown off the cliff.
Why would they kill off Wong's character?
Why not? He's fucking lame.
He's in like every fucking Marvel
I know.
movie.
I'm so over his character. Like he doesn't add anything. Let's be real.
He's the Sorcerer Supreme.
I don't give a fuck. He's whack. His character is so done with. People to keep him in here, if his end and his demise was in this movie, and it's when she just like throws him off the cliff, and we said nothing about it, I probably would love this film. I'd be like, that is such a great way to like kill the character.
Of character, and this was this movie that did it. Wong wasn't bad before this movie. This movie fucking assassinated.
He was on
character.
Exactly,
but this assassinated his character.
I liked him in Shang-Chi.
Even he was fine.
And again, that's one that's come out. That's been above par.
I don't think it was above par.
I like Shang-Chi. I thought it was a good origin.
I thought it was
a good origin story.
Definitely.
And I mean, like the cameo with Wong was cool, and then something had like there was importance at the end with the rings. It was like, oh look, you created this thing. Something's coming, and it's like, ooh, what's coming?
Pause.
And then we've gotten nothing, and we just get, a bridge movie for Doctor Strange, who was one of the biggest Avengers in the past Avengers movie, just gets a bridge movie.
Yeah, I'm surprised they went that way.
They're just more focused on their little teen group of superheroes more than anything right now. So it's not their priority to like make Doctor Strange the old guy important anymore. It's not on their priority list.
Well, maybe because they like appease such a large fan base that now it's, oh, let's get ready for the next fan base. They got all this teeny shit, and maybe
which is cool. Like I'm fine with it, but you don't got to force it.
Was I done talking?
I was agreeing with you. Sorry.
That doesn't mean you can cut me off.
My bad.
I accept. Was that an apology?
Yeah.
I accept.
It was a half-assed one.
It sucks. It sucks so bad. But like I'm trying to work with him. He's a shitty human being, so I'm trying to like.
I would not call you a shitty human being. That's kind of.
You're like utter complete trash.
I don't think that at all.
Oh, I thought that's what you were trying to signal. Wonderful. I thought you were signaling me that.
Fuck your life.
Bing bong.
Yo, you know what I always wonder when I'm watching all these standalones It's like, where is everybody else? Where's all
Byron.
Oh, really? We're still. What did I fucking tell you already? What did I fucking tell you? This is the last time you're coming on the show. Where's Spidey? Where's Spidey in this fucking film? Like, there's a giant octopus. No one else is showing out.
Nobody knows who Spider-Man is anymore, man. What are you talking about?
No, everybody knows who Spider-Man is. They just don't know he's Peter Parker.
Well, yeah.
I thought you were a fan.
Peter's kind of just doing his own thing.
But come on.
That's the same way I felt about Hawkeye. I was so disappointed at the end of Hawkeye when literally we left off. Check this out. We left off with him getting a coffee cup from where what's her face? Mary Jane works at the end of No Way Home. And then we see that same coffee cup in Hawkeye. The dudes with the fucking things have it. It's both Christmas time. Right? It ends in Christmas. Hawkeye's set in Christmas. And then there's literally a war happening in fucking...
Hey, man, there's a whole...
Right at the Christmas
whole
tree.
City, okay?
Yeah,
Spider-Man could be on the other side of town.
He doesn't have Spidey sense anymore?
He does.
He does. He's just on the other side of town.
Don't defend this.
I'm just saying,
you don't defend this.
How hard is it to have him swing through and be like, hey, guys, you need any help?
Yeah, like Spider-Man.
No, I'm good, man. I got it. All right. Well, bye, Hawkeye. Simple as that.
That's what I want.
Who's the girl in the purple?
But instead they just avoid that because they're just like, well, we're Spider-Man.
If I don't want to pay Tom Holland $1 million to do this,
can't pay Sony.
That would have made Hawkeye the show worth watching. If in the 100%. Last episode when they're fighting at the ice rink shit, Spidey shows up, I've been like, this show's fire. Because
I want the Spider-Man the new costume he made.
Exactly, because that's where we left off, right?
I want him to have the Christmas hat costume and Hawkeye. That would have been fire. You know what? Get me in the brighter room. I always say this.
I want the one with the kitty from the video game. You know what I mean?
Go home. Go home.
I mean, dude,
I'm trying to go home. I'm trying to go home
I know.
for 2 hours.
This motherfucker won't shut up though. Fucking goddamn.
Yo, why is he so mean to you?
Because
how come he calls you, but not me?
He feels threatened.
Oh,
I'm insecure.
Okay,
I'm insecure.
Who's the?
But real talk though, fucking Spidey should show up all the time. What?
I said, who's the alpha out of you two? Let's get into this.
We're not. It's not important. Dead ass though, Spidey should show up all the time.
Sorry,
that's clever. Should he not even
He was getting. I'm excited. I'm excited.
No, I don't care what you're doing.
Yeah, let him finish. God,
go. I want this.
I already said it I already said what I said 4 times. You're so obsessed with yourself.
He's getting back in the game.
He never.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I know. Do they still do that?
No.
Fucking pussy ass bitches. No, Spidey should just show up all the time. He's a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And the fact that he just doesn't show up when giant octopuses are rolling in the street or there's mass shootings down in fucking Rockefeller Center is absolutely preposterous.
That's actually a good thing. Because towards the end, I feel like we got cameos towards the end. Obviously we had Civil War for Captain America, so a bunch of cameos in there. And then leading up
the whole team at that point, right?
Yeah, the whole team. I'm trying to think of other movies where there's cameos right there like that.
Dude, even in Spider-Man Homecoming, Iron Man's in that bitch.
Yeah.
It's just it's kind
of
that
was a jump off one too.
Yeah,
that was a jump off one.
And the new one they brought all the Spider-Mans from they've ever fucking made.
Andrew Garfield was so good as Spider-Man. Sorry.
Yeah. But I just want to
he's smitten.
I'm just thinking about what Sony could do with Andrew Garfield.
He's just such a good actor.
He is.
I just think he did such a good job.
You're so smitten by this man.
I think he's probably
the best
overall. Yeah.
Do you talk about when you talk about me to others? Do you smile that much?
Yeah, of course.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because you don't even know this man. You're just he's such a good Spider-Man.
I'm just thinking about the future potential. You know what I mean?
The future potential.
One thing that's been eating away at me, I'm sorry.
All right, here we go again. Buckle up, everybody.
You guys have both complimented over and over again this whole Wanda experience, right? In this movie, right? In the behind the scenes, the writer actually said they wanted to use Wanda as a bigger role in a bigger movie later on as the villain, and they wanted to set that up. And he said, and you know what he said? He said, why they wanted to do this. They wanted to be a post credit scene of her turning bad at the end or something towards the end to have her turn bad. Right at the end of the movie, she turns bad. Which personally, I would have loved that, seeing the transformation of her turning bad over the course of the movie. Fantastic.
We already saw that.
No, we didn't. We saw a little blip of her, touching the Darkhold at the end of the.
You're wrong. I'm sorry, you're wrong. That's what we just saw.
This is literally what he said. They said that was their plan.
Okay.
Right? And then what this 35-year-old writer who fucking made what's his name? The smartest man in the universe who gives away the fucking
Reed Richards.
Yeah, right? Thank you.
Nah,
Rapid fire. I love this.
Yeah, now Jordan's like, hurry the fuck up.
Check this out. Check this out though. Check this out. He said, well, I said, why would we let them use her? And why would we let them get the best villain ever? I want her for my movie. That's what he said.
Who said that?
The fucking writer. That's
Michael Waldron.
That's what he did. He literally went in there and was like,
just said,
I want her for my movie.
The writer said, fuck your life.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how weak
Bing bong.
That's how weak this fucking script is.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't disagree.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Don't apologize. Get back in the game. Back in the game. Hey, man.
This motherfucker's got a Gatorade bottle. Drink out. That's what we're saying.
You think we're getting close to the fourth quarter? We're not even at halftime yet.
This is just like fucking tip off, motherfuckers. This is going to be a 12-hour episode. This is the layup. We need to get into we're still the layup line.
About to do tip off right now?
Yeah, we're just going to tip off. Shit, everybody get hydrated. I cannot. Yo, I did think a couple funny things in this movie, right? One funny line that I really appreciated where Doctor Strange rifled off the comment, yeah, obviously I'm coming to you, Scarlet Witch, or I guess Wanda, which her first scene was dope. Like in that fake apple orchard.
Yeah, fire.
But then he's like, obviously I'm coming to you. I'm not going to go to all like the bug named superheroes. I was like, that's kind of funny because it's like Ant-Man and fucking the Wasp, Spider-Man. Was there another one?
I'm sure.
There's just 3. I'm sure. Like you don't know? I know you know.
Falcon's a bird, so no.
Yeah, everything's like animals and shit. She's like this super gangster witch bitch. But yeah, I thought that was funny because it was like, true.
I like the whole kind of like reveal right there though, where she goes America, and he's like, I didn't say her name. I fucked up.
No, did she say like, oh, you didn't say your name?
Yeah,
didn't she say it?
Yeah, that's like that's
right. I think so.
She caught herself up on it.
Yeah, which was dope. I thought that was like a good unveil.
Yeah.
What was with her name though? Like, do we like fully elaborate? Like, it's in the comics. It is America. It's not like a new character they just
America's a
invented.
normal name for Spanish speakers.
Really?
I had a customer.
Spanish
I had a
speakers.
customer at one point in time whose name was America. She was from some Spanish country, Mexico or something like that.
some Spanish country.
I think,
I think there's like 2. Isn't it Mexico and Spain?
There's a lot of places. That's
I guess South America has a bunch.
So there was
and
this like,
Central
there
America.
was this time that like
I just corrected myself. Relax. Off rip. The main.
there was this.
I corrected it.
I know, you're good.
There was this time. Like,
I know.
Really quick.
Oh, really? You're gonna?
I just want to get into this. You know how
No,
like
you
know,
can't.
British,
Not until
like,
he apologizes.
colonized, like North America, like especially the East Coast. I think,
White.
how many colonies? There was like about like 13, right? Okay, yeah. So the Spaniards went to South America and got like almost all of it, besides one country.
It was in Brazil.
Yeah,
They speak Portuguese. So
Portuguese.
just as a rebuttal, like,
Portugal.
why don't you slow roll?
My man, holding it down for Brazilians.
I'm not
Around the
Brazilian. I am Portuguese. I'm just not Brazilian.
Are you Portuguese?
Yeah. I'm Portuguese.
Como está?
That's Spanish.
I'm kidding. That was the joke. That was the
that
joke.
was a good joke.
I know. Those are the only kind I have. Yo, in films, you know what always gets me is when they're like, we're protecting this one person, and like fucking hundreds, if not thousands, will die to like protect this one person.
That's why Thanos was so great.
Yeah, at least he like got the number gang right. Like he's like, I'm killing trillions. Like,
I mean, we can get into like Eternals talk.
Well,
I mean, he was just trying to save Earth. At the
well,
end
no,
of the
no.
day.
Check it though. Like, not only was so many people gonna die trying to protect this random bitch who you didn't even know if she was like good or not, America Chavez or whatever.
Of course, she was good. Did you see?
Okay.
Did you see her backstory? I mean, come on.
Okay, listen.
Did
But
you,
the other,
did you see
the
her jacket. It was an American
relax,
flag.
please relax. The other thing is like, okay, she kills that one bitch. All the people that died at the sorcery sanctuary, whatever the fuck it's called, and then she's gonna kill herself, her own self. That's it. And like hundreds of these other motherfuckers died.
Yeah, but she doesn't like the whole thought of like, oh well, she could destroy the universe. That's not even her motivation
At all. She just wants to kill herself
and this is the
in
crazy
another
thing.
universe.
Wong literally says to Doctor Strange, like the universe is on the line, right? And Doctor Strange could have literally went up there to Wanda and been like, okay, like, literally, what do you want? I want to be with my kids. Be like, okay, so you want to go into another dimension and like be with your kids. You're like, cool. Are you gonna like murder the mom that's there? Are you gonna work with her? Like, what's your plan there? I don't know. I want to murder her. Okay, well, can we compromise here and you like not murder her and like just co-parent with her? Like, you know, 2 moms. Cool. All right, America.
Like
let her
parents?
control you real quick. Let's get her over there. Okay, she's there. Here, introduce.
End scene.
Now you have 2 moms.
And see.
Movie's over. It's like, you know what I mean? Like instead he's like he gets offended when she says what he get offended by something. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, dude, like it's just like contrived. That's the word. It's contrived. All of it is fucking contrived.
It's just not good.
Yo, how did you feel about the third eye situation?
Cool. Sorcerer Supreme. That's
He should have a third eye?
yeah.
I liked it. Yeah. The CGI is a little funky on it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
It's hard to do
not
an
great,
eye.
Bob.
It's hard to do that to make it look
sure.
legit.
For sure, but like
If you
And then-
deep fake a whole face now, like you can do an eyeball.
The eyeball could have been
They
better.
only
And
have
then-
$200 million of budget. And stuff.
yeah, and
that movie made 900 million. That's fucking
954 allegedly.
Yeah, but watch, numbers are gonna drop from there. I guarantee. I guarantee Thor's numbers are lower.
Thor.
I think it's like 700 mil right now.
Well, I mean, it's been out 2 weekends, so
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, whatever. I don't know what it is. Like,
Chris Hemsworth pulls numbers though.
I mean,
to be
he's
fair,
so handsome. Why not?
yeah, but I guarantee you, after these 2 movies, Thor and Multiverse Madness, the next one that's big, that's supposed to make a ton of money, he's gonna make a lot.
Black Panther 2 will not make less money.
Is that the next movie though?
I think it's coming up here.
is it going this year?
I'm gonna pull out my phone. I'm not being rude.
Yeah,
Just
no, you
pulling
can
up
do
the
that.
schedule.
No, you can do that while we're talking. But yeah, the third eye thing was like interesting. I thought it meant he was bad. Like I thought that was like
It's just like he has darkness in him now. Like
so he was a third eye.
yeah, he's like he was messing with
The Dark
the Darkhold.
I mean, he was a zombie, which I did fuck
But his
with.
fingers didn't turn black, like his fingertips. I think that's like the fingertip black is like you've gone too far. No, there's no coming back. The eyeball,
You've been finger banging those fucking the dead souls too much.
it's still the damn.
The
Black Panther 2.
when does it come out? Like November? or
It
something?
depends though. If Black Panther 2 doesn't bring back
Wait, I asked a
Michael B.
question.
Jordan,
What the fuck is the
So
release date?
She-Hulk comes out August 17th,
Oh, I can't
TV
wait.
series.
I can't wait.
and then
Yes.
Black
I'm
Panther
sure.
2. We can just pencil me in for coming back on November 11th.
We have to based off November 11th.
Yes.
I mean,
Wakanda forever.
I know
then-
it's crazy. Fucking Chad Boseman's gone, so like that's gonna
Sad.
that movie.
If they don't bring Michael B. Jordan back for that movie, like that movie will flop.
I don't know. People would be dick riding that film. Her body, but whatever.
It's not gonna flop. I mean, numbers wise, it won't. I don't know what the.
It's
movie's
gonna do a
be like.
billion. It'll do a billion.
It'll easy.
No matter, even if it's trash, it's gonna do a billion. I mean, the last one wasn't that good, and it. Like,
If it's trash
almost did a
though,
billion.
if that movie's trash, that movie just has a lot of clout around it. But if that movie's trash, like whatever they put out afterwards is not gonna do well.
They are at a crossroads, my friends, when it comes to Black Panther, because it's like, do you do what I think is the correct thing,
Bring Michael B. Jordan back.
or do you do what's going to be politically correct?
Yeah, you're gonna.
Which
make
is what?
is Shuri, the fucking Black Panther.
Ugh.
I think they have 2 options to do what's correct, actually. Which I love the Michael B. Jordan coming back.
Shit, that's what.
that makes sense, right?
It can make sense. You can make it make sense.
He died off screen.
Died off screen. You can say they put in one of the balls in his stab wound and they kept him stable.
Even so, like Chadwick Boseman took the purple juice and he healed right away.
Correct.
He took lean.
It's like, yeah, facts.
Facts.
Word?
Activist dog.
Activist.
Now walk.
But or you can have M'Baku be the Black Panther, because if you think about it,
It's not gonna happen. If they have Shuri and M'Baku,
the correct thing to do from the first movie is you fight without the fucking powers by the waterfall, and nobody's beating M'Baku in Wakanda.
But that's to become king. That's not to become Black Panther.
Okay.
Because he was Black Panther
Well,
when his
then-
dad was still king.
Okay, then here's the thing: there's no fucking flowers left. So
Allegedly, they could sneak some in. They could have a secret stash in the safe.
You know how easily they're gonna write that back in. We hid one here because da da da.
That's
But, like,
okay, though.
why-
There was a real death.
I
Like,
just
you can
don't-
sneak it in.
she just like doesn't have like, based off what I've seen, doesn't have the combat skills that for like the hand to hand that the Black Panther does have.
I just don't think she's
She's
got.
good.
She's not a lead.
And she's not a lead. I don't think she's a lead actor. Like,
dude, neither is fucking Captain Marvel. She's not a fucking lead.
Agreed.
All right,
Ass.
so here's the thing: Brie Larson's name is a lead name. It is not.
What movie has she led in?
I don't know. She's been in a.
That was her first lead movie, dude. She's played fucking co-star roles in fucking Skull Island. She was co-star. Fucking
she's the girl lead. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, she's been in a lot of movies where she definitely.
When you're in a movie with fucking Samuel Jackson and
Guardians 3 comes out next May, so
that's just gonna slap.
Is it?
I don't know at this point.
There's been a lot of shit.
I thought Thor: Love and Thunder was gonna be fucking epic.
That's another one that I thought I was gonna slap, and I'm hearing that it's not. But yeah, unfortunately,
Captain Marvel 2 comes out July of next year.
Yeah, that movie's gonna fucking. The movie's gonna make like $200 million.
No, it's nothing makes under $500 million, dude. In Marvel, it just doesn't.
After these fucking debacles,
you
had Eternals, Black Widow, Eternals, fucking, and
but Eternals came out, bro, and this movie did almost $1 billion. So
I know,
your
but
logic is wrong.
Eternals is a movie with no fucking like famous superheroes in it.
But I'm just saying, you're saying based off that, like
no, I'm saying I was finishing a list. I said Eternals, Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and Thunder, Black Widow. All these movies came out. The only movies that came out in Phase 4 that are decent are fucking Shang-Chi, par, fucking No Way Home, above par. Is there any other movies? Am I missing one?
I mean, Far From Home, par.
No, that's Phase 3.
Is it?
Yeah. So literally,
is it though? Because it's
Phase 3.
after
It's Phase 3.
after Endgame.
1,000% Phase 3.
You're 1,000%.
I'm 1,000% sure. So like, what I'm saying is, you have literally 2 decent movies.
Yeah.
In Phase 4 so far.
With movies,
like how many can you do bad until like if the word on the internet right now is not up on Marvel. It's just not. It's down.
I mean, it's just all right. So like 10 years from now, is this going to be what it was?
The only hope I have is that if things that are filmed post COVID turn a corner. Okay. I just think that the problem that's happening right now is there's not enough checks and balances. We were talking about this. The checks and balances aren't there. Kevin Feige has all the control, which Kevin Feige is a genius, right? But Kevin Feige was a genius throughout this whole process, but also was like, I don't know if my formula is sure yet.
Also,
throughout his process,
he also had the Russo brothers too for a lot.
Exactly, and he had help from all his directors. He leaned on his directors for insight because he wanted to work with them. He wasn't like the final decision maker on everything. Mm-hmm. He worked with people, right?
Yeah.
Like, and now after Endgame, he's on a fucking he's on a fucking pedestal.
Bringing Sam Raimi back was dumb. I don't understand that move at all. It sounds counterintuitive as fuck. Yeah. I think there's going to be a gem coming at some point. I don't know what it's going to be, if it's a new franchise or like Guardians or something. Maybe Black Panther 2 is dope.
I mean, I trust in James Gunn, but I trusted in Taika Waititi too, and look at that.
I did too. Like, I thought he crushed Ragnarok, and he's a great director. He has great sense of like good writing, and it's not good, it's sad.
Yeah, I think he had a lot of direction for where they were going with Thor Ragnarok, and he got to like put his own little
twist on it. Exactly.
On it,
which this one is exactly what he should have.
He had like full control, and it was like
it was a fucking mess.
Yeah, it was like
hot fucking mess.
Which is like, I mean, it just makes me even more depressed about him getting a Star Wars trilogy. To be honest with you,
I don't think he's gonna get any more, dude. They were talking about him getting stripped from it, kind of like the D&D brothers.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because that movie's fucking bad, dude.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's not good. So.
Well, I mean, look what they did when they stripped the people that were supposed to do Star Wars, and then look how that turned out.
He literally fucking asked Natalie Portman if she wanted to be in the Star Wars movies.
She was already in it. In the other ones, yeah. I read some.
And she was like,
"You do know I'm like the most famous woman in Star Wars, right? Other than Leia." Like,
pretty much. Yo, what was the third eye at the end? They showed in the bonus credit. Like, what is that supposed to mean to me?
The what?
When his like third eye popped.
It's just like showing that he still has evil in him.
Yeah,
like
that's what that is. So it's evil,
kind of like
it's Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange. That's who it is.
Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah. Okay.
It's like he's got what I'm looking for a specific word, but like it's not just evil. It's like he's got like
darkness.
I don't know what the word is, but yeah. Something like that.
All I can think of is the Chappelle Show skit. Doc, this evil midnight motherfucker.
Yo, at the one of the last things I want to say is like, okay, you're talking at the end. She like all of a sudden America's got her superpowers, but like when Wong has the bitch Wanda and his little
ball
egg, I'm gonna call it egg. It's funnier. And he's like, I cannot hold her any longer. And then fucking, I know, like, fuck his impression. I don't care. But, like, fucking zombie Doctor Strange, like, crawls over and starts talking to America. And, like, the music changes to, like, some fucking heartfelt shit. And they have, like, literally, screen time-wise, it's, like, 60 seconds of them chit-chatting. And she, like, breaks loose at the end.
Just believe in yourself.
Yo, and then all of a sudden she just has like all her powers and she can like punch and it's like a powered punch and she
Turns
can
into
like
a star.
And she
America.
America. Well, then she like fucking on cue can like make precise portals anywhere
To exactly where she wanted to go because she brought them where they needed to be every single time,
All she needs
bro.
to be told is that she gets a participation trophy, just like every other little boy and girl.
So did anything in this film actually matter?
No. Minus.
Right.
Where did we get? We went in a circle.
Are we counting post-credit scenes or no post-credit scenes?
Is Wanda dead?
No.
Is that red explosion, right?
Correct.
She probably like went to a different fucking dimension or something.
I don't think she went to a dimension.
She
I
went
just think
to a fucking cave or something.
Yeah.
Cave?
Listen.
She was like, I made a mistake. All Darkholds must disappear. I'm going to go hide now. Like, where did this decision come from? What, because your kids didn't like you because you said I didn't hurt anybody after you slaughtered people in a fucking...
Well, I mean, that you just fucking dog walked her mom across the kitchen.
I got to cover myself on this one real quick because I've been ragging on fucking Wanda the whole time. I know there's going to be some fucking idiot who listens to this, and I love all the fans. I'm just calling you an idiot for like a...
Look at the camera and tell them.
There's gonna be some
Make eye contact. Make eye contact.
There's gonna be some fucking idiot watching this in the comments, and they're gonna
Point at him. Point at him.
You,
you fucking idiot.
I love you because you're here, but fuck you. And
Wow.
And he's gonna be like, well, Wanda had the Darkhold, so that turned her bad, and the Darkhold turns everyone who touches it bad.
Where's
right?
her third eye?
Right?
She didn't get one?
Right? That's what they're gonna say.
know.
And what I'm gonna say, is.
Thank you.
What I'm gonna say is like, fuck that bullshit, right? Fuck that bullshit. First of all. Second of all.
Am I still clear?
Second of all.
Keep going. Ignore me. Keep going.
You're
look at them. Point at them.
The 818
Point at
universe.
We don't want you to look at us. Look at them.
Look at them. Make eye contact.
I'm not breaking the fourth wall. They did that too many times in this fucking movie for me to feel comfortable.
Look at them.
I'm not looking at me.
I thought you were addressing someone.
Stop looking at me.
Address them.
Anyway,
Shabby Wabba.
all I'm saying is that the Darkhold, sure, yeah, it had an impact, but it doesn't make her literally like slow. Like she just turned into like a slow person. She's like, oh, I'm going to...
I don't know if you can say that anymore.
You can't. You have to say retarded.
Whatever. Yeah, fucking retarded. Whatever. Hear me out though.
I do not condone these statements.
Did Wanda in the 818 universe or whatever the fuck it is?
The 818?
818? Is it no 868?
That's a zip
808s
code.
and Heartbreaks?
I don't know what the fuck it is. 818's the area code in fucking the valley. That's
I
why.
said 808 and
I was
Heartbreaks.
818 and Heartbreaks. I was like,
818. What the fuck was it? Whatever fucking universe
First
it
off,
was,
how dare
right?
Dude.
Did she have no powers because she was completely useless against fucking Wanda?
I'm listening. I don't know. I don't have the answers.
I don't know.
Ask them. I don't
I
know.
ain't got the answer, Sway.
All I'm saying is the Darkhold fucking excuse is fucking bullshit.
I say that to
And
say
wait,
this.
and story. Wait, and what did you say earlier?
What?
You're like end scene.
End scene.
End scene. Is there anything else you'd like to get off your chest?
How's your shoulder feeling?
It's fine. I'm trying to think. Yeah, so breaking down the book. Oh! I got you. Books just just get destroyed from like getting poked in this movie.
Well, yeah, of course.
Like this,
There are magical books that have
magical books.
Fucking Uganda goes and jumps on this fucking book and just fucking stabs
Call
it.
him Uganda.
It was a girl. See, look how fucking fucked up you are.
I'm fucking.
Yeah, see? Yeah, okay. Go ahead. Fucking Uganda jumps on the book and stabs it.
Is that her name?
No, she looks like she's from.
Okay, I was like, wait a second. I think
Like,
it's
what do
being
you want me to do?
racist.
What do you want me to do? It's not racist. The
It
fuck?
sound like it's a funny racist.
Whatever. Dude,
No racism is funny. Okay.
That's fucking bullshit. We all know that. I don't care. who
Literally,
you
my fucking Trinidadian fucking fiance called her Uganda.
you just finish the
Okay,
story?
I'm quoting her. Anyway, she jumps on the book and she stabs it with a knife, and the thing crumbles and burns.
are. While she did duck face.
Like, so you make the most powerful book in the universe susceptible to one knife slice?
Dude,
this
that's-
book right here.
Well,
I could stab.
first
this.
off, it's
I could
not-
stab this with a knife.
The Darkhold.
It'll explode. Don't do
Listen,
it.
the Darkhold is not a book, Jack. If you paid attention to the plot, it's a place. They just copied it. Okay.
Ooh, talk your shit. See,
So, that's the big one. I
here
missed.
we go.
Hold on.
reload. You need water. You need water.
Hold on.
Give it
I'm back to the game. Oh my god.
this motherfucker.
The big one I missed. You ready for this? The big one I missed. Wong knows the one place in the universe, because he's the Sorcerer Supreme, where the Darkhold was transcribed.
It's okay.
Hold on. Can you guys follow me here? Please?
I'm with you.
Please?
I've been
Let her
following you
rip.
this whole time.
Let her rip.
The one place.
We have a choice.
She just murdered all these fucking people in fucking the sanctorum, right? She just murders all of them. She pulls these guys, the bull man who we've never seen before.
Yeah, what the fuck was the bull?
We'll go into it, but the bull man.
Are we gonna go into it?
And plus two other people, and she pulls him up and goes like this, right? And he's like, "Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll tell you exactly where it is." What the fuck? What is that?
He loves that bull.
He didn't want his people to die.
They already died. They already got fucking murdered. They were under rubble for like fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah, but they all survived. They're
How do you
all
know it's
at the end.
30?
And
I think it was like
nonetheless-
They're all at the end and they're survived. Okay.
Nonetheless, all I'm saying,
city was
all,
saved.
all I'm saying is this: you wouldn't, if you're Wong.
Sanctorum.
All I'm saying, if you're Wong, you're not going to be like.
It's a quote from God of War.
I don't care. Stop quoting things.
All I'm saying, if you're Wong, you're not going to be like, yeah, I know where it is. Why don't we go here and give her some? Like, you're going to put your
Because
you wouldn't put
she's
your
just
life
gonna
on the
crush
line.
him. No.
You wouldn't put your life on the line to save the universe. What kind of fucking Sorcerer Supreme are you? Isn't that your job?
He's just chilling.
He just gives it up.
Bro, yeah. He
With the come on, guys. I know you're
likes that
joking.
bull.
I know there's joking, but like this is fucking crazy.
This movie sucked. I don't know why you're fucking
I'm
surprised.
not talking to you. I'm talking to you. That's fucking crazy.
This
That was
movie,
rude.
yeah, that was rude.
No, it's because I know your opinion. You.
Is he
Look,
talking
can we get to the ratings? Like, I want to get to the ratings. I want to rate this movie.
All right, shout out to the bull in the movie though. I like seriously though. There was like one like creature. Like I was like, can we have like a goat
Maybe
person
that's
too?
why he was doing all this, because it was like
That's the
RIP to
homie.
the bull. You know?
Like seriously, it was like so rare. There's like one bull creature.
I know it was good because I just got
It's
an eye
okay.
roll from.
You got
Tom
it.
Smith.
It's okay. You're gonna
It's
get
okay.
through it. You're gonna get through it.
We're gonna make this together.
You just need more water. All right. So what do you guys rate in this movie?
You want to
But
go first?
let
Yeah,
John
let-
Smith. Let John Smith keep it going.
I'll go last.
No.
No, you go first.
I will go last.
No, you go first. I go last.
Yeah, it's his show.
All right, you go first.
No.
You have to go first. Rock paper scissors. Okay,
No.
we're gonna do this.
Who said more words throughout this podcast today?
You. You said the most.
That's a lie. I'm not going.
You
first.
got to keep going. Like
Yeah.
you have to.
Give us your rating.
I give this movie a fucking 2.5 out of 10.
With a hip slap too.
No, that was a fly.
Did you get him?
No.
3.1.
Wow.
All right, you hate this movie less than I do.
Wow.
I have
incredible.
a higher grading scale than you do. If you think about it.
Like you're less strict.
Correct.
Gotcha.
I liked the trippiness, as people know. I like trippy shit, and overall, like I said, it was like half and half. It reminded me of like Justice League, to be honest with you. Like the first one before the Snyder Cut, like half of it I liked and half I was like, this is trash. So like, and I love Doctor Strange. He's probably like my favorite Avenger. So I'm gonna hit it with a 5, which is like kind of being nice in ways. There were some things I really liked about it,
I respect it.
and like there were some things I was like, that is fucking trash.
If I had rated this movie the day I walked out of the theater,
It'd be higher.
I would have
Obviously.
rated it a 5.
I
But
probably
this
would
is
have gave
three-
it over a 4 if I didn't watch the ending tonight with you guys. Yeah. And I just
I'm on
sat
third
there.
watch.
I sat there,
which it would naturally get worse.
and I was like,
sure.
oh god.
Usually,
So
better
bad.
good movies get better the more you watch them, and worse movies get worse. Like Guardians of the Galaxy on my 15th watch was like best movie I've ever seen in my life. You know?
I love Grant. I love those two films.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
1 and 2
Like
and 5.
fucking this movie on my third watch, I'm like, this is getting this. It's gonna hit.
It's got
zero
you
if I watch
heated.
it.
No.
I'm sorry that you're so bothered by it. Like I wasn't expecting this.
No better movies to watch hungover than the like Endgame and Infinity War. Those are my
Infinity
two.
War is
if I'm,
better.
if I'm hungover, that's what I'm throwing on.
Endgame doesn't get more sad because it's heavy.
No,
Endgame
you
doesn't get
start
more
with
sad,
Infinity War, then you end with Endgame.
and then you sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's like fucking 8 hours to watch both of them.
And then
Did I
you
think just
sleep.
let it
And
in?
you sleep.
Okay, we gotta wrap the show. I appreciate both of you coming on the show.
Thank
you
you.
guys do quick plugs. This fucking fly. Do quick
I'll go
plugs.
first.
You might as well.
I won that exchange.
John Smith, you already know what the fuck going on. This is John X Smith. Yeah, you can catch me on every single platform. John X Smith on YouTube. I stream Warzone sometimes on there. I also make tons of music videos and music. You can catch me on every single other platform if you just Google John X Smith or you go to johnxsmith.com. Yeah, he usually plugs that for me, but I got you. I just put a new single out recently. It's called Nasty. And I also
I'll put it at the end of the episode.
yeah, word up. Yeah, it's called Nasty. He'll throw it at the end of the episode. And I have tons of new music coming out and on the way. So just stay tuned. Make sure you go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you go and follow me on Spotify. Whatever you get down with, you can go ahead and get down with that. On Instagram, it's MG_John X Smith. At MG_John X Smith. And that's also on Twitter. But I appreciate you having me on, for real.
Always pleasure.
I'm all the way out from California.
They come on for LA. We had a cool episode coming next episode. But Iceman / Matt G, what's good with it?
What's good? So I'm a video game streamer. I stream on Twitch and on YouTube currently. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel because I'm going to eventually make the switch over to there. So it's on YouTube, MG the Iceman. I'm on TikTok as well if you want some Warzone highlights. Going to be getting into some new games here coming out. We got Madden coming out here. I'll probably dip my toes into 2K. And I got a Founders Pass for Dr. Disrespect's new game. So I'm going to be...
Congrats.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
dope.
I'm going to be 1 out of 10,000 people that get to, stream content on it early. And it's going to be like an escape from Tarkov type game, first person shooter. So it's going to be a little different from what I normally play. But I'm excited to try something new, and being selected out of 10,000 out of like 400,000 is pretty solid. So
Super far.
That's super tight.
super excited. So at MG the Iceman on every social, and make sure you go subscribe to me on YouTube on this platform. And one up. Thank you for having me so much. I appreciate you.
No. You're gonna start doing streaming Madden?
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm going to do it too.
Yo, I love watching Madden because he can't win, and he has like dude. Every time, are you good at Madden?
I'm better than him.
That is like I think I might be like, and I'm not. I haven't played in like 10 years. This kid loses every fucking game.
Every time we played online, like he'd get up by like a touchdown or like 10 points, and I'd just come back and beat him. And I'd be like,
Every time.
All the game with
Every time,
fucking
yeah.
interceptions, always.
Yeah. I'll definitely want to check that out because I like, for whatever reason, I love watching like the immediate change of mood when like you throw a pick, and like you know how like it's not like you get murked in Warzone, which is different. Obviously, you get pissed.
it's different
but
frustration. Like,
it's like God damn it, it's like
And it's
funny.
always, this game fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's funny. To
it's boring.
Why the fuck is my DB covering fucking grass?
Yeah,
What
no.
the fuck is that?
No, that's just funny. to me. I actually-
Jalen Ramsey standing over here with his thumb up his fucking ass. He's the best corner in the NFL, and he's not covering the dude that's 10 yards away from him.
Dude, for real.
Shout out Jalen Ramsey, you're nasty.
Jair is better.
I disagree.
guys, please relax. What was your score? What was your score, man?
3.1. Yeah.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It was.
And you get a 2.5?
Oh, wait, you still owe me a pizza.
I got you the pizza.
Did you?
We did that,
When?
but I'll get you another one.
Ah, yes.
That's all you have to do
That's
to get
it.
free pizza?
That's all I have to
That's
do.
all
Free
I
pizza
need.
right
Bring
here.
up something
Hey,
you owe
listen,
that you've been already paid?
I definitely already got you a
He
pizza.
doesn't buy vegan pizzas.
Yeah, this doesn't apply to you. Sorry. Down with veganism. All right. Thanks everyone for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a long journey. I'm glad we're here. Yeah, say what's up. Say what's up.
Check out Lilyflower.
Check it.
91st best album.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
91st best.
Make sure you go tap into.
I just put out the 91st best album, Lilyflower. Go check it out. The link will be in the description and whatnot. But it's all good. But appreciate everybody.
No, it's not all
we
good.
got John Smith hitting it.
Lilyflower.
John Smith hitting it with a 2.5. We got the Iceman hitting it with a 3.1. I'm hitting it with a 5. That's Dr. Strange Multiverse of Madness. Appreciate y'all. Check you next episode. Deuces.
Peace.